Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see about the final keyword in Java. This final keyword can be applied to variables, classes and methods. Here, what is a final variable? This final variable cannot reassign the value. That means we are giving some value to a variable. If it is declared final, we cannot change the value of the variable. It will become a constant if variable data type is immutable. For mutable types, what is mutable is changeable. For mutable types, the object state can be changed through methods, works with for each loop. By using this special variable in the for each loop, there is a loop called for each loop. It works with the for each loop. Local final variables inside a method. Here we can define a local final variables inside a method. And what is a final class? We cannot extend a final class. Suppose if we are declaring a class as final, this class cannot be inherited. This class cannot be extended. It is a final class. Immutable classes should be marked final. Suppose we are not going to change the classes, in that case we can declare those classes final. Final method, this final method cannot override in the subclass. That means we cannot override the method which is declared as the subclass which is final. Okay, so here when you declare whether the variable or a class or a method as final, it cannot be extended or inherited. That means they cannot be further used for as an extension purpose. Okay, and also we cannot overload the methods which is declared final. Now the same is explained in this diagram. So final keyword, we are having final variables, final classes and final methods. Final variables are used to create the constants and final classes are used to prevent the inheritance. That means we cannot further inherit, and methods to prevent the method overriding. So what does it mean is the variable declared final cannot be changed the value which is a constant. The classes which is declared final cannot be inherited. This helps to prevent the inheritance. That means we cannot have the subclass of these classes, and the methods which is declared using the final keyword cannot be overridden. That means it helps to prevent the method overriding. That means the subclass cannot override the parent class method. That is called method overriding. Now let us see with an example. If the final variable is given some other value, what is the output of the program? So class bike9 is the class. Here we are using this final keyword int speed limit is equal to 90, and then we are using a function void run speed limit is equal to 400. Now in this function we are redefining the value of this speed limit as 400, but initially we have declared as final the speed limit is 90. Now let us see what happens if this final variable is declared again with some other value. So public static void main string asks bike obj new bike9. So we are creating an object called obj for this class bike9. Now if we create this and if we apply this object or run method, now we can see the output of this particular program is the compile time error. Why it is a compile time error? Because already the final keyword is given a value as speed limit as 90, which is again declared as speed limit as 400. This is an violence of the rule. We are violating the rule of this final variable final keyword. So it is giving a compile time error. Now let us see the next example of how the final method is used and what is the result of this using the final method. So class by final void run. Now we are using the run as the method which is final, and we are declaring the function as system.out.println running. This is the content of this function run. Now we are using this inherit option, that is the extends keyword, to inherit the class called Honda from the bike class. Now let us see how it is inherited. So now we are using the function run, which is used the same function name in the by class also. So void run system.out.println running safely with 100 km/h. This is the message given for this run function. If we are executing this program, public static void main, this is the main function, and then Honda is the class name. We are creating an object called Honda, and then we are obtaining the function using the dot operator, Honda dot run. Now here in this, while we execute this program, what will happen? The system creates an output called the compile time error. Why? Because the word final is used as the keyword to declare the run function as the final function, final method. Now the class Honda extends the bike function, wherein it extends the run method also, but here the run method has the messages system.out.println running with the 100 km/h. Now since the final keyword has been already used for this run function, this is violating the rule of extending. So when you are declaring any function as or a method as a final, that cannot be extended in the subclass, that cannot be inherited. So it is giving the answer as compile time error. Now let us see the next example of how the final class has been defined and what is the output of the defining the final class. So final class bike, now we are extending class Honda 1 extends bike. Here since the class bike is declared as final, this class cannot be extended furthermore. That is what, when we start executing this program, it is giving a message as compile time error. Okay, so in all the three examples, what we have seen is once we declare the variable or the method or the class as final, we cannot reuse or reassign any value which will give an compile time error in the program. So this final keyword helps to define a final value in the case of a variable. It will help to declare a final method in the case of a method which cannot be reused or overloaded or overridden, and it is in the case of final class, it will helps to prevent the overriding concept. That's all about the keyword final in Java. Now let us see what is finalizer. Finalized method is called the finalizer. So where we can use the finalizer? Finalizer gets invoked when JVM figures out that this particular instance should be garbage collector. That means JVM is Java Virtual Machine. Now when we are using this finalize keyword in this method, it will indicate the compiler that it has to collect the garbage. That means the unwanted memory values, memory variables should be collected as an garbage. So that is the meaning of this finalizer. The main purpose of the finalizer is, however, to release the resources used by the objects before they are removed from the memory. So once you assign an memory area to a variable or a primary variable or a secondary variable, so here what will happen is, and after using the variable, we have to release the memory allocated by those variables. So if you use the finalizer keyword, this will help to release the resources, which is the memory used by the previous objects. Because once we instantiate, that means once we create an object for a class, then only the memory area for those variables gets allocated. So a finalizer can work as the primary mechanism for cleanup operations or as a safety when other method fails. So this helps to clear it helps for the cleanup operation to clear out the memory and for the garbage collection. So that's all the concept of the final keyword and the finalizer method, and thanks for watching.